Hey everyone, welcome to another video of the Crypto View series. This may be a last video or at towards one of the end. We are almost completed with the project. So I'll give you a quick recap of what we have done till now. So let's go to the browser and here we are. And you can see the detailed project, the detailed screen is also almost done. Like it's like half done. We have the price, we have the description, we have the logo, everything. The price history is pending. Remember, we thought of wanted to show a chart of the current price, or I should say the history of the price of the last 24 hours, which I can also show you in the whiteboard. What we planned was that we will show you the price chart. Remember this thing? So this thing is pending. Other than that, pretty much everything is done. My homepage is done. So if I go on to my homepage, here we go. We get the top coins, everything works flawlessly. If I go onto the search page, I can say search for ETH, for example. Hit search, it will show me all the results. And then if I say select maybe for Ethereum, then it will show me all the description and everything, the detail of that coin. Now, for the, for the chart, we were thinking we will be using chart.js. So let me quickly go to that website and I'll show you. That is chart.js, chartjs.org, this website. And this is the library we are going to use. So just go on to get started. They will give you the link and everything. So installation, we're going to use the CDN. So quickly go here and we just need the main one. So I'm going to copy to clipboard, copy HTML. We are going to import it in our HTML. So copy this, go to my Firefox, and which file do I need? Detail file, detail.html. Before adding my script for detail.js, I will attach the chart script, which is also script src cdn something loading the chart.main.js file. This file also I can show you. So I'll copy this URL, go to my browser and paste this, and you can see this is the JavaScript of the chart.js library which we are going to use. So we don't need to write all of this. We can just import and we can just use it. Now adding is done. They also have a sample code, so I'm going to copy this. So they're using canvas, so we are also going to just copy this thing and go to my code, and where they are using, we have to paste it here. So this was the place where we wanted to place, our chart. Remember in this section, the price chart section. So inside this, I'm just going to paste this. They're using width and height, 400. That's quite a lot. You might want to change it, but let's see. They also have some JavaScript. So I'm going to copy this code, this whole code, this JavaScript function, whatever they have written. Copy this and go to my detail.js for the detail screen, the JavaScript for the detail screen, and write it here. So maybe I'll create a new function render chart, and I'm going to paste this thing here. So just fix the indentation a little bit, maybe here as well. So this goes here and this goes here. These one also need to go one level up, and this is fine. Okay. So this also needs to be fixed. I mean, indentation is pretty important. You should not skip on indentation. It's a really important thing. Now my render function is pretty much done. I'm gonna just invoke it. Where do I invoke it? Inside the load detail function. So inside the load detail, I'm loading everything. Yes, I will need to call the API as well, to which we will come to that point. But for now, what I want is at least the chart to be shown. That is what I want. And that is what is here now. After adding that HTML and JavaScript, chart is done. Yep, it's a really big chart, so I might want to fix that. So what I'll do is, oh wait, I was showing the code. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, this is the chart and the chart is done, right? It's a really big chart. You can see there's a really big chart. I just want to change the height of this. So I'm going to go to detail.js and change the height of this canvas. I'm not really sure about 40. Let's see how that looks. 40 looks really small. maybe the width also, let me reduce to 100 or something. So because I want to keep an aspect ratio basically, so like a width versus height. So if I do about 50-50, then it's going to be a square. We can see that, you know, here width and height, it's going to be square. So that means if my width is say 100%, then my height should be about, you know, 50% or 40% of that, or maybe 30, not sure. I mean, I want it a little slim because those are line charts. So line chart won't take that much space, right? So yeah, this is good. Or maybe we can go up to 25. 25 height should be fine. Just changing the height to 25. And we have got a pretty looking chart. Obviously, this is a bar chart. So I want to fix that as well quickly and make this a line chart. So we'll go back, and in my JavaScript, here somewhere we have to change. So yeah, this is a bar chart. So this I need to change to line. Once I do that, you can see this becomes a line chart. Okay. Now, where do we get the data for these lines? Right? We need the data, we need the numbers, we need that information. So let's go to CoinGecko API. CoinGecko API. We go here, open this website, and yep, explore docs, same thing. And CoinGecko API version 3, they will have a market history. This is what I wanted, history. So historical data at a given date for a coin. Or we can also get the chart as well. Let's do with chart. Let's do with the chart. Get historical market data, which includes the price, market cap, and 24-hour volume. So out of this, we just need the price. So I'm gonna go with the market chart. I'm going to try it out. So my coin, say for example, Bitcoin. Currency, obviously INR. Days, I just want 24 hours, so 1 day. Interval, like how much interval do you want? Maybe hourly. So hourly data I want for the last 1 day, that is 24 hours. Okay, and this is going to be my output. 2 elements of my price, and I think one of them is like the timestamp, and second is the actual price in INR. So I'm going to copy this URL. Again, very simple, very easy, right? Just copy this URL and need to open F12 because need to open developer console because we will be doing console.log quite a lot. And meanwhile, I'll go to my code and I will write a fetch API call. Obviously, I need to fetch this data. So fetch the data, then convert to JSON, right? Then we already have the render chart function, so just call this function. And because this is being called by dot, then there will be a data parameter. So it will pass a data attribute, which I need to take in here, and I'll check just console.log of data should give me the output. So if I go back to my browser, and here we have the output. Price, market cap, total volumes. So I just need the price. Price is an array of 25 elements. So possibly the current price versus the 24 previous prices of the last 1 day or 24 hours. Now we've got the prices. Prices are there. We've got the prices. Now what I'll do is I'll first of all just fix this up. So this becomes, const prices is equal to data dot prices. Okay. Just again confirm console.log prices should be only the prices array, which we can see 25 items and the timestamp versus the price. So we need to separate that. I'm just going to write a regular for loop. We can do it with other approaches as well, other built-in approaches, but let's just do a very basic, very simple for loop. So let I is equal to 0, I is less than prices dot length, and I plus plus. So here I'm going to have 2 arrays, const timestamps or just call it timestamps, why not, is equal to an array const prices is equal to an array. Oh, prices we already have. Maybe I'll just call it prices INR, just in INR, right? And here inside this we'll have single, so single price is equal to prices of ith index. Just confirm again, console.log single price, everything is working fine, we should know that. And hit save, go back to my browser and check. Everything is working completely fine. The first element is the timestamp and the second one is the price. So that means the 0th element is the timestamp and the first element is the price. So let's go and push this in my arrays. So timestamp dot push single price of 0, because arrays start from 0, remember. And then for the prices, so prices INR dot push single price of first element. So now we have got the data. We have got both the data separated. So that means here instead of this label, what I can do is I can simply pass the timestamps. Why do I know I have to send it in the labels? If I go back to my browser, you see the x-axis, red, blue, yellow, green, purple, orange. This thing, where is it coming from? This is coming from the labels actually. So that is why I know that I have to change this in order to change the x-axis. So here we send timestamps. Where are we sending the data? Oh, they have already named it data. Pretty convenient. So I'm gonna write it here and just write the prices INR. Pass this array. Now the chart should technically have my prices. Let's check. Go to the browser. And well, it has these informations and the timestamps as well. They look ugly. We will fix them in a while, don't worry. But at least the data is coming in my chart. Okay. Now I need to change the at least begin at 0. This option I don't need, so I'm going to remove it so that it starts to look good. I'll go back to the browser. I don't need the console, so I'm going to close it. And now this looks reasonably fine, the prices. I don't need this information at the top, so I need to hide this. How do I hide this fellow? Let's see. Let's search. This is called a label, I think. Not label. What do we call it? Legend. Generally, in any chart, these things are called legend. So let's see. Can we hide it? Display bool. Is the legend shown? Yes. So I want to hide this. Do we have an example? Do we have any example for this? Scroll down. Example. Okay. Options, plugins, legend, display. And then they have the color. We can easily, change that. So I'm going to copy this. Go back to my code. So remember there was already an options here. So instead of this, I'm just going to paste this. And display, I'm going to set to false. I don't want to show that legend. And label color, I will change. Okay. And obviously indentation I need to fix. So this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, and there has to be one more, right? Oh, yep, there's one more curly. Yep, this goes here. Now everything looks fine at this point. Or at least it should be fine. Is options inside data? No, it's not inside data. Okay, and why is it in that case? What about now? Okay, now it's saying that it's fine. Legend has this. Okay, plugins has this. Okay, options has this. Yep, now it's better. Let's see in the browser. Is it gone or not? Let's see. And yes, and that is gone. All good. Meanwhile, let's see what else can we change. So I'll go here and I'll search for line chart. What customization options do we have? I just search for line. Go on to line chart. Okay. What have they given here? Setup. They have given label my first data set. Okay, we don't need that. They have given data, fill, false, border color, and tension. Okay, we're gonna copy this. The color looks good. Their blue color looks actually good. I mean, it's out of the palette. Yes, I do agree with that, but it looks good. So some places we can, try to compromise. It's our product, right? It's our product. Whatever we want, we can do it. So I'm gonna change the color. I don't need the border color and background color, so I'm gonna change it. Just paste the border color, and tension probably is like the curving. The higher the tension, border width also I don't think we need, so I can remove it. Okay, so now let's see how it looks. It looks like but it looks very sharp. So what they have done in their chart, if you notice in the line chart here, it's a little curved. It's a little smooth. So maybe we can fix that. So let's try to change the value of tension. So let's change the value of maybe from 1 to 2.25 or something. Let's see how that looks. Okay. There is a little curvature now. You can notice. I'll show you the previous one, which would be this, which is very sharp. Notice this peak here, this peak here, this drop here. But in the current situation with 0.25, it's a little smooth. No? Maybe a little more smoother. I want a little bit more. I don't know, 0.4. Let's try 0.4. Okay. Now let's go to the browser. And yes, this looks very smooth. this actually looks pretty smooth. So we've got these nice smooth line. When I hover, it just says the number. I wanted to show me the label. I want to show me the label as well. So maybe I want to change it to, I don't know, price or something. So it says number of votes, right? So maybe we can fix this. I want to show price. Oops, price in INR. Okay. So now if I go back, you can see it says price in INR, right? That is what we wanted. So price in INR 2 million. Okay, 2,379,000. Blah blah blah. That is fine. That is the price of Bitcoin, of Ethereum in INR. Timestamps look ugly, so let's fix them. So what I'm thinking is maybe we are going to use the date class. It's very easy actually. I'll open MDN and just search for date. Now in date class, I need to just create a constructor with the date, right? And here I'm going to pass the Unix timestamp. We can pass the timestamp directly. So we can just pass the value. That is completely fine. But from here, what I'm thinking is we can get the minute. This will return me the minutes. And I need the hours, because in the last 24 hours, I just need hours : minutes. So something like, if I want to show, would be like HH:MM, something like this I'm planning. So this we can do. So I'm going to use the date class and I'm going to write it inside this loop before pushing it to my timestamps array. So I'll write const date obj is equal to new date created using single price of 0, because that is our Unix timestamp, right? And from this I need const hours is equal to date obj dot get hours, and const minutes is equal to date obj dot get minutes. Oops, I don't need that. Get minutes. So instead of that, I'm going to push a string, which is obviously going to be a template string, and that is going to be hours : minutes. Here we go. Okay, so now let's see how it looks. I hope it looks good. And we have got it. We have got 432, 536, 7, 8, 9, blah blah blah, 11, 12, 13, 14, and the prices looks good. Maybe I want to prepend 0 also, because 432 I can also make it look like 04:32. So I will just write a very simple condition. Instead of const, I'm going to make it let, and here as well I'm going to make it let, and I'm going to write very simple condition: if hours is less than 10, in that case hours is equal to 0 plus hours. So I'm prepending a string of 0. And remember, JavaScript does type juggling. It tries to automatically convert, because if we do string 1 plus number 1, it becomes 11. Same thing here, string 0 plus number 9 will become 09. right? But if I do number 0 plus number 9, it will still be 9. So I have to use string 0. Same thing with minutes also. If minutes is less than 10, which is of number format, then minutes is equal to 0 in string plus minutes. Now this will make the whole minute variable into a string format, which is okay because all I need is the string only. I don't need this in a number format. It's completely fine for this situation to use a data type of string. So I am happy with it. And so I will proceed with it. Now let's see. I'll go back here and this looks better. 04, 05, 06, 07, and then every hour you have the change up to leading right now, that is 4:30, about 4:26 a.m. Okay. The chart looks very stuck with this heading, so maybe I'm gonna give a little bit of margin. And thanks to our utility classes, which are already prepared, all I have to do here is just give MB of 1. And it will make the space. We can see that here we have space. Okay, maybe I want a little bit space from the top as well, so I'm just gonna give an empty of 1 as well. A little bit space from the first section. That's completely fine. Maybe in the canvas also I can give class of empty of 1. Or I don't know, I'm not in canvas, maybe just here. Just here is fine. Okay. Now let's see. And in my detail screen, the price chart is also now shown. Yep, if I want to show yellow, then I can go ahead and do yellow as well. I mean, the color, whichever you want in your color palette. But for me, this was looking pretty good, so I tend to go with this approach. What else? This ETH has to be capital. This symbol generally of these things are capital. So I'm just going to quickly do that. The symbol I was appending in my JavaScript. So symbol. Where was I making that? In the name. Inner text dot name. Where is my name? Name is data name dot data symbol. So I'm just gonna do 2 uppercase on this one. So dot 2 uppercase, so that this becomes uppercase. It's a built-in function. It's a built-in string function in JavaScript. 2 uppercase, 2 lowercase. You can use that to make it uppercase or lowercase, whatever you want. And now this looks uppercase, which is good. It looks good. Okay. So now I'll go back. Yes, this thing still doesn't work. If I click on this thing, it should take me to the home page. So let's quickly fix that, or I should say, let's quickly implement that because that is not yet implemented. So I'll go back to my code and we have the navigation bar. Where is it? It is here. Navigation bar is an H1. And H1, maybe I'll just give it an ID. I'll give it an ID of logo or just title, or maybe title is already a class. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, why not? Main hyphen title. Okay, I'll give main hyphen title. Now this thing I need to do in all 3 HTMLs. So here as well, ID is equal to main hyphen title. Here in the search as well, so this nav, ID is equal to main hyphen title. Done. I want on click, so obviously this is going to go in the common one. Why? Because it's common for all 3 of them. So document dot get element by ID. ID is main hyphen title. Dot our event listener, which event we're listening for? That is the click event. What are we gonna do when this event is clicked? We are going to change the window dot location dot href to just index.html. That is all. That is all we are going to do. Now, if I go back and I click on this on my crypto view, it's gone to index. Again, if I go to search or anything from here also, if I click on crypto view, it's back to index. If I search for anything, say for example, Dodge coin, open this, click on crypto view, back to index. It's not looking like a pointer because if you notice here, you can, it makes the cursor as pointer. So I'm going to quickly fix that using my CSS. So here in common CSS, I'm going to write for the main title, it's a it's an ID. So hash main title. All I have to do is cursor pointer. Okay, done. Now my title will also look as a link. I mean, it will not look, the cursor will make it feel like a link. That's all. So if I go back to my browser, here we go. The cursor makes it look like a link. If I click on this, it will take me to the home page. If I go here, search for, say for example, Tether USDT, which is a stable coin pegged to USD. It is still showing the price history of some other coin. Why? Because we forgot to change the ID, which we will do it in just a moment. But if I click on this, it will take me to the home page. So let's quickly go back and search for Tether again and open this and fix this problem of, statically linking, because it's still showing the price of Bitcoin. Why? Because we copied the URL. Which URL we copied? The Bitcoin test URL. So I'm going to just go back to my detail.js, and here we see Bitcoin, which is hard coded. So I'm going to change it to a template string. So remove the single quote, add the backticks here as well as here. And here we go. Instead of Bitcoin, I'm just going to use $curly params dot get. What do I get? The ID. Now, whatever ID it is, it will get, and it will load the market chart of that specific coin. I'll go back to my browser and I will check now. And here we go. The price of USD Tether. It's around $1. So, around 70s, 80 rupees, whatever it is. It's pretty stable. And yeah, that would be it for this project. That's all. We have made the scroll bar, we have made the search, we have, everything works pretty fine. Any coin you just search, hit enter or click on the button, anything. It shows that you can click on more info. It will load the coin, the price, the description, and the price history. Okay. So that is it for this video. That is it for this project. In the next upcoming videos, we will be pushing this on GitHub and hosting this on GitHub pages as well as Netlify. Okay. So I hope to see you in the next one.